2024 Pan America CVO. Has Harley fixed it? Stick around, let's find out. What in the wide world of sports is this? What in the wide world of Pan America is this? Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Firefighter Pete with BackDraft Bikes. We're here, we're gonna talk about the new 2024 Harley-Davidson Pan America. And I know I said new in 2024, and currently this video is being released, it's 2025. So there is a model that is up, but there's no changes between the model that I'm about to show you and the 2025, except for a camo paint scheme and the fact that the new bikes are made in Thailand. So this is the last of the Pennsylvania-born Harley-Davidson CVO Pan Americas, and the new ones are all being made overseas. Harley-Davidson cites labor costs and things like that, but with the tariff wars that keep going back and forth, I'm not sure how they're gonna make that change actually work. This bike, I have to say, I've already done 1,500 miles on it. Harley-Davidson really listened to the feedback of the consumers. Now, if you remember my videos way back, 2021, I had the second Pan America in New England that was released. And it was the brand new model, brand new everything. It was the creamsicle turned into the nightmare-sicle because I had so many issues with it. I had so many issues with it that it actually forced me to sell it and take a big loss. And it was a sad day because I really liked the bike. It was fun to ride, tons of power, but the mechanical issues were just holding me back from actually being able to ride. So that was a no bueno. With the new bike though, there are a lot of changes. And I have a video already test driving this bike last year I released, and it's exactly the same model. I did not know in my near future that I was actually going to be getting one of these from Harley to do some videos on. So I'm super happy to have this bike. Now I'm gonna tell you, the things that I really liked about the Pan America are, and I'm gonna do the front profile shot, it's the size of the motorcycle. This motorcycle is not super small like some of the British models that I've ridden, but it is big enough that it holds its own on the highway. It doesn't get blown around, but it is not as large as the cow-headed BMW GS's that I have been riding for so long on my channel. In fact, I went through a stint of 3 of these. So I really like the narrower profile, although the bags on the back are quite wide on the Pan America. What I've basically come to terms with is if I'm gonna do any off-road, and when I say off-road, we're not talking single track, but like any BDR stuff, you're gonna want most likely to take the bags off if it's a tight area, or be mindful that the bags are actually the same width as the front handlebars. So if you have to flip the handlebars to get around an object, understand that the back bags are probably gonna tag it. There's 2 things on this bike that I absolutely love. I love them so much. The first one is this, the quick shifter. Harley-Davidson on the CVOs automatically include a really, really good quick shifter. And I mean, when I say really good, this thing is butter. This compared to BMW, who kind of pioneered the quick shifter on their GS models, is laps ahead of it already. The other thing I really like about the CVO is that this gear shifter is a little bit upgraded. It doesn't have the little rubbery nub thing that I absolutely couldn't stand. So if you ride this with a light colored boot like my combat sand boots, it won't mark up the toe as bad. And it also doesn't hurt to shift like it did on the other one. There are still some nuances that I don't care for. The coil packs I've already talked about. There's a lot of exposed wires that I think can get snagged on branches quite easily, but the CVO comes with everything included on it, ready to ride, and all of the options added to it. Like an awesome seat that compares to the Sundowner. It comes with the bags, and the bags actually have a little CVO embellishment. Mind that too, there's all types of Farklings that come on the bike that say CVO, and they have like a fake carbon fiber print on them. It does add to the look of the bike. It comes with the tank guards already installed, which I really like these a lot as well for standing up and pinching the tank. It comes with the Daymaker LED headlights that I feel are made by Rigid Industries, but they won't confirm that. It comes with the Harley-Davidson radiator guard, which is a must-have because of the location of the fender and rocks on the road. It also comes with the heavy-duty taken off of a Hummer skid plate that protects not only the upgraded voltage regulator and the upgraded battery, but the oil pan and the casing on the engine. I wasn't a huge fan at first, but this aftermarket factory SP Connect cell phone holder is actually pretty stinking good. You can twist it and take your phone right off when you go into the hotel or restaurant instead of having to unscrew it. It fits the largest of iPhones and it has a vibration dampener built into it. So I really like this. It's a great placement. It's actually part of the stem for the mirror clutch lever, and it holds your phone at a perfect example for riding with your GPS on. Speaking of GPS, it's kind of hard to mount one on this bike because there is no bar above, and the way the windshield slants back, it does lend itself to get in the way of things. However, there are some companies making brackets that fit on that, and I'm thinking about ordering one because I want to test drive one of the new Apple CarPlay units on this. The CVO model also comes with the steering damper, and of course, it comes with the adaptive ride height suspension. I switched out the cheesy factory mirrors with some of the more indestructible off-road mirrors just because I like the adjustability of these a lot better. And of course, the rear sets come with the cushions for the passengers. I've taken my wife for a ride on this already, and she commented that the comfort for the passenger on this was actually quite good. There's one other thing that I did not know existed on these bikes, and I don't think it existed on my last one, and let me show you what that is. Of course, underneath the seat there is a nice storage area that actually has a cushion built into the bottom, so it is quite weather tight. But this is the thing that I wanted to show you. On the last Pan America, I always found that my knees were a little bit crunched up, and I noticed on this bike there is the normal notch that the seat goes into, but then there is this other notch that's raised up about an inch. And I thought, is that an adjustable seat height? And sure enough, it is. You basically put the nubs in the upper notch and just set the seat down, and you actually get almost an inch of height difference. And man, does that make the difference for me being 6'4". There's another thing I did on this bike that cost a couple extra dollars, but I ended up going with the Screaming Eagle Performance, and as you can see, the baffle was thrown out immediately. This exhaust changes the factory bazooka cannon thing that sticks off the side. It takes out the factory resonator box, which looks like a small shoebox attached to the bottom, and adds complete titanium mandrel bent with a really nice resonator right back into the factory exhaust. How does it sound, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Probably the best upgrade anyone could do to one of these horses is put that exhaust on it. It actually sounds like somewhat like a real Harley-Davidson. It's pretty cool. So listen, I know this video was kind of short. You'll see me riding this if you subscribe to my channel and look for the ride videos as we film our journeys on this steed. But thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you this year with all types of brand new bike reviews and parts. Ride safe.